3-3 record makes it just that much tougher to make it to the World Cup in 2019 in China. Add to that the little spice of regional supremacy, regional rivalries, bragging rights, anything you can think of. Mexico looking to pay back after the big 20-point win that Puerto Rico enjoyed in Monterrey earlier in this competition. But Mexico arrive here, having inflicted upon the United States of America their first defeat in international basketball since 2006 and the World Cup semi-final, when Greece denied the United States the opportunity to play Spain in the 2006 World Championship Finals. It's a different Mexico lineup that Puerto Rico faced in Monterrey. The huge plus of bringing in Gustavo Ayon and Jorge Gutierrez makes a huge difference to this lineup. Coach Ivan Dinez has demonstrated that this Mexican team can play with anybody. Nice contingent of Mexican fans that have made the trip to San Juan. But this is what World Cup basketball is all about. As a climax to the first stage of the Basketball World Cup qualifiers, there could be no better matchup than Mexico and Puerto Rico. Mexico ranked 13th in the FIBA World Rankings, Puerto Rico ranked 15th. This in regional terms is a heavyweight clash. Ricky Sanchez on his way out into the lineup. Gary Brown had a huge 21-point game in the win in Monterrey. If he gets off like that, then I'm pretty sure Puerto Rico will come up with a repeat. Puerto Rico also make the additions of John Holland and the legendary Jose Barrera into their lineup for this tie. We'll talk about it a lot more after the national anthems of both countries. We'll start shortly with the national anthem of Mexico and then follow that with the anthem of Puerto Rico.
Y ahora, para el equipo de Puerto Rico, le pido que me acompañe nuestra ex Miss Universe y la actual directora de ese gran certamen de Miss Universe Puerto Rico. Démosle el aplauso a esta dama elegantísima, Denise Quiñones.
Donde he nacido yo es un jardín florido de mágico primor, un cielo siempre nítido le sirve de dosel y dan arrullos plácidos las olas a sus pies cuando a sus playas llegó Colón. Exclamó lleno de admiración: oh, esta es la linda tierra que busco yo. Es Borinquen la hija del mar y el sol, 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 del mar y el sol.
Wow, what an atmosphere with the solo singer of the Puerto Rican national anthem. Players exchange those gifts at the halfway line. This is real national team basketball. As the passion of local rivalry and the importance of major influence on the success of either of these teams may have in reaching the World Cup. Here's the third team on the floor. Andrea Silva, Marcos Benito, and Novel Young. The third team on the floor. Their teamwork as important as the two rosters that we're going to take a look at now. Gustavo Ayon, fresh from his season with Real Madrid. Jorge Gutierrez from the NBA with the Bucks. And this lineup, as I said earlier, inflicted the first international defeat on the United States of America since Greece beat them in the semi-final of the World Cup, World Championships in 2006. Orlando Mendez really got to take care of the basketball. The backcourt is crucial to Mexico if it's going to get the result to move into second place. Puerto Rico continually qualifying for major championships, close to making ladder stages, having huge one-off wins. Can it put together a series of results to qualify for China? Starting lineup for Puerto Rico, just going to look at that. Ricky Sanchez and Jorge Brian Diaz. That's a big 1-2 punch on the inside. David Hurtas and Javier Morica to start alongside Jorge Balea. The two coaches, different jobs, different type of roles. Mexico having to integrate real difference makers into their lineup, and to an extent Puerto Rico having to do the same thing, but not such a huge difference to the output of the rosters. There's Eddie Casiano. I think he does one of the best jobs in international basketball. Every coach in international basketball has a technical level, but your ability to manage 12 or even more on a bigger squad, but 12 stars coming in from their own clubs and trying to build those into a team. International basketball presents a whole new raft of challenges to coaches. Ivan Deniz has had the same situation to manage, bringing in big names late in the day to help Mexico get to the 2019 World Cup Finals. Well, wherever you're joining us from, it's a warm welcome to San Juan. Mexico in the white, Puerto Rico in the red. Second place in this group at stake. And Puerto Rico will get a first look at it in the half court. Mexico will normally show what's pretty traditional man-to-man. Barrera will take the ball screen, get a little separation space. Okay, Brian Diaz with a little soft floater for 2. Had a nice game in Monterrey. Had 11 in that first game earlier in the World Cup qualifiers. So Cruz needs a pass, finds a pass. Behind the back, floater off the glass is no good. Great work on the boards. Tremendous effort getting to the boards early. Machado. Rebounded from a long way out. No one put a body on it. Nothing but quality on the floater from Barrera. Had to make it up a little bit as he went along. Straight answer the other way. Francisco Cruz, who was almost a one-man scoring machine in the loss. 32 of Mexico's 80 points in that 20-point loss. There's a slip. That'll be a back court. How is that not a back court? I saw no deflection. Crowd still arriving for this game. Ion inside, outside. 3 is gone. He's short. Okay, Brian Diaz worked hard for that one. Really held his space well. Ball screen early. Barrera in transition. Looks to slice through. He does. Puts it up. Diaz tries to make the pass in the action of the catch. And maybe a little too elaborate. Simple, but effective. Beautiful little out of bounds. Okay, Brian Diaz has 4 of the 6. On. Okay, Brian Diaz. First got my long, an extended look at him in the World Championships in Spain when he was breaking into this team. But big start for Jorge Brian Diaz. Catch and release, that's a foul. David Hurtas. Hurtas was a little late, should we say. Juan Toscano from the Regia Club goes 0 for 2. Great work on the glass and the putback. That's what adding a superstar from the EuroLeague does to you. Ion with a putback. No double touch, so it'll be a Puerto Rican basketball. The Mexican defense looks a little more active than Puerto Rico at the moment. It's the only really noticeable difference. Brian Diaz just about recovers that. Toscano will turn down the early option. Wow. Pick that one up off his ankles. Orlando Mendes. Huertas for 3. Answers. Well, it's a toe-to-toe moment early in the game. Well, they called it for the hook. Mendez charged with the offensive foul. Huertas and Barrera. Huertas feeling it. Is long with the three. Ricky Sanchez does a great job. Huertas just about recovers it. This one's going up. 2 from 3 from beyond the arc. Well, when he's feeling it, you've got to give him his head. Huertas, 6 points, 2 from 3 from the land of plenty. Mendez, get the switch, goes past Diaz to the lane for the easy 2. Got to protect the drive lane. If you're going to switch, you cannot just get blown past. Herrera wraps the pass for 3. Got it! Puerto Rico on fire. Morica joins the party. 15-11. It's an electric start for the home team. Well, Barrera, after getting rid of the pass on the assist, finds himself flat on the floor. That doesn't look too healthy. I think he went into the advertising equipment. Let's take a look at him. Penetration, finds the open man. He literally ran straight into the corner of the advertising hoarding. He's going to take a if you heard some language you're not comfortable with, I apologize for that, but obviously in the moment of that and also feeling the pain, and also the frustration of not wanting to step out of the game. Halfway through the first, and we're getting what we thought we would get. And comes back to the side, can't get the finish. And Puerto Rico in transition. Early ball screen. Nice pass, super pass. Okay, Brian Diaz picks up his 6th point. Super pass from Rodriguez, though. The 3 is away, is off. Defensive rebounding. Diaz, and he really is like a ball magnet at the moment. Wherever it goes, it finds its way to Jorge Brian Diaz. Huertas penetrates, but gets rid of it. Ball's knocked away. Quick hands, great recovery by Rodriguez. For all the world, it looked like a breakaway too. A little reaching foul as Huertas put on a little ball handling demonstration. Barrera is desperate to get back in. He's almost in before the referee's ready to accept him. Obviously the shoulder rub was the answer to the bang on the hip. No harm done. Ricky Sanchez puts it on the floor, inside, outside to Huertas. Got it! 3 from 4 from the 3-point line. He's loving it. He's loving it, and the crowd are loving him. 20-11 start. Puerto Rico on fire with 3:47 to go in the first. Lead this 20-11. Mexico take the timeout. And David Huertas, 3 from 4, but beyond the arc. No need to panic, just got to stop the momentum.
Dentro, fuera para recibir. Juan Orlando, Paco, Olisay, Gustavo. Siguiente sideline y baseline, hombre a hombre. Hombre a hombre. No triples, son 4 triples. Solo anotan de 3, no ayuda, 1 contra 1. Hey, vamos. Go quickie. Next time, give him 1 more. Si en esta machea, nos vamos a zipper. Yo, hey, when you go to the ball, you gotta go to the ball strong. They're coming, yo. They're coming. Exactly. Hey, like a running back. Get it. Sure. Do this. Let's do this. Marea, vamos a hacerlo igual que ellos. Funciona bien. Hey, Angelito, sure. Sí. 4, 5. Angelito, y tú estás aquí. ¿Está bien? Abre. Búscalo. No. Una cortina y se la damos. Está bien el 4, Ricky, búscalo. Hand up, abre. Get an interchange, que va para la izquierda. Para ti, y va para la izquierda. Hey, let's go.
So after the timeout, 3:47 to go in 1. And Mexico just need to spend some time with it, get a shot they want, just try and take the crowd out a little bit. Ion has it, gets to the middle. Open for 3 is off. Great help, Huertas is everywhere. You make some threes, you have all sorts of extra energy. The standing jump goes up by a number of centimeters. Look at Brian Diaz. We'll find Barrera. He'll use the screen. Stops, fires the 3, is off. And Mexico just got to work their way back in. Wow, too much dribble. Substitutions coming in off the Mexican bench. Gabriel Gilon steps in. 2:50 to go in the first. Okay, Ryan Diaz just has it ripped away. Should be an easy 2. Is an easy 2. Cruz gets the 2. Oh, the early 3. Wide open, great ball movement. They can't make the open 3, but it's a good option for Mexico. Puerto Rico at the races. Brera will hand off. Huge 3. Oh! Huertas is on fire in San Juan. 12 from beyond the arc. 4 from 5, 23-13. The first quarter is the David Huertas show. Ion, baseline, steps back, soft off the glass for 2. Finally ticks it over for Mexico. Barrera tries to turn the corner, gets to the foul line, finds a little space, goes upstairs. Jorge Brian Diaz gets his feet set. We've got a travel call.
Hay cambio para el equipo de México, entra el número 5, Irving Ábalos.
Ramon Clemente steps in for Jorge Brian Diaz. Clemente's going to be active. 8-point lead for Puerto Rico. Mexico have the basketball. Puerto Rico defense as intense as you've ever seen it. Step back for three on the buzzer. The bank on a Sunday of all days is open in San Juan. Warming up nicely here. The quick two for John Holland is no good. And Mexico working their way back in. Trail by 5. Leon can't get that to drop. Sanchez comes down with it. Nice pass. Well, if you were here the other night when Puerto Rico almost lost to Cuba, it's chalk and cheese. It's whatever you want as two opposites. This is a very focused Puerto Rican team. And that'll do it for the end of the first quarter. Puerto Rico have taken this game by the scruff of the neck. David Huertas has been phenomenal. Their defensive effort has been good. They lead it 25-18 over Mexico at the end of one. Well, Puerto Rico, 71% from 2, 56 from 3. They haven't been to the line. They've just been knocking down shots for fun. Huertas with 12, Diaz with 6. They were an important 6. It gave them that inside balance to their scoring. Well, as those highlights show, it's been a tremendous first quarter. We're maintaining that for 4 quarters. You are in for an absolute ride with this one. 25-18, the start of 2. And Mexico have a first look at it in the half court. Inside, outside for the 3 is good. Gilon with 3. A game that was looking like double digits is now back to 2. Monica picks up the personal, tried to hold on to the roll. Ion outside will just hand off. 9 on the possession. Ion will kick it, get it back, lines it up for the three-point line and just drops it. Back-to-back threes. Gabriel Giron goes 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. Sanchez for 2. That one is off. Is Giron feeling it? Couldn't make it 3 in a row. Clemente goes to work. Great defensive effort. Gutierrez just played strong.
Gustavo Ayon.
Ion didn't like the Ricky Sanchez contact. Take a look. Had the tough shot, so he just went after it. And there was no intent from Ricky Sanchez. Puerto Rico's lead cut to 1. They go into a weave. John Holland will hand it off. And 1. Ricky Sanchez wants to talk about it. Technicals all over the place. In fact, technicals on both. Crowd loving it. Here it is, Ricky as the crowd is chanting San Juan. Double technical foul called. Ricky Sanchez will step to the free throw line. Ion picked up the technical, Ricky Sanchez picked up the technical. Too many things to say for each other. I don't think the first incident the other end was any intent from Ricky Sanchez. I don't really think there was too much from what Ion did. But there was too many things said, that's for sure. Mohawk sits down. Ricky Sanchez to make it a 5-point game. Ion outside, guarded by Ricky Sanchez. Will set the screen. Waits to see some space. And Ricky Sanchez winning it on points, gives it up quick. Share it, Ramon Clemente for 2. I thought they'd overpassed it, but Puerto Rico respond to Mexico's little run with a run of their own. It's back to a 7-point game. Whistle on the play, offensive foul called. Referee's trying to stay on top of this as Israel Gutierrez picks up the personal. Just recovers it. Rodriguez goes inside. Clemente hangs on. Inside, outside, extra pass. Great ball movement. Oh! Every single Puerto Rican player gets a touch. And Rodriguez just fills it up from deep. Mexico answer with 3. Yes, they do. Toe to toe. Mendez goes to 8. 2 from 4 from beyond the arc. And Puerto Rico are just shooting the lights out, but they still only lead by 7. Rodriguez tries to create. Going to have a whistle on the foul, on the call, on the foul, pushing foul. Israel Gutierrez will pick up foul number 2.
Segunda marca personal del número 15, Israel Gutiérrez. Hay cambio para el equipo de Puerto Rico. Entra número 5,
Well, Ricky Sanchez gets a standing ovation as he goes to the bench, and we're only in the second quarter. 6 minutes to go to the half. Clavel with no time on the shot clock, spins, throws it up, and it's nothing but string. Holland comes down with a rebound. Puerto Rico are in a super place at the moment. That's the way to run the plate. Clemente gets to the front of the ring and knocks down the 2. Rewarded for running the floor, and Puerto Rico have built an 11-point lead. And on a roll of momentum here. Standing ovation.
Momentos difíciles, hay que hacer que se mueva. No 1, 2 pases, me voy al aro. Eso es lo que ellos quieren. Dijimos ruido, dijimos golpes, provocación. Estamos entrando en su juego. Ellos corren, están felices. Si no corren, no son nadie. Calma en el juego, calma, calma. ¿Ok? Vamos paso a paso, mucho tiempo. ¿Ok? Vamos a jugar.
Gian. JJ, Angelito. En JJ. Ahí viene Rivera. Ball to Holland. Get that pick and roll right here. Attack his ass and roll. Shooter, strong side. Hey, if we don't have no illegal screen, no illegal screen. Hey, if we don't have nothing, motion. Now, hey, 22 match up. 22 match up. Let's go.
Well, Mexico trying to change the pace of the game, I would hope. Still 5 minutes to go to the half, and Puerto Rico still have already got 40 on the board. As good as Puerto Rico are, can't imagine them spending the game at these sorts of numbers. Wide open 3. You have to keep pushing against Mexico. You cannot let up defensively. Cruz goes to 10 personal. Well, Clemente cut beautifully. Got a whistle on the play.
Tercera falta personal del número 15, Israel Gutiérrez. Hay cambio por el equipo de México entre el número 14, Lorenzo Mata.
And Puerto Rico have pretty much given Mexico as good as they have. They still only lead by 8. They do have the free throws to come from Rodriguez. Can't make the second of those 3 throws. Giron, nowhere to go, moves it on. Well, they just overthrew the lob. Lorenzo Mata just tried to get himself a passing lane, and the pass was just overthrown. I can't Puerto Rico play with this much intensity every single game. Herrera coming off the high screen, looks to share it. A lot of dribble, well, more to the point, a lot of dribble by him. Needs a pass, surely. Well, somehow they recover it. Well, there's a relentless nature to Puerto Rico. Clemente's on the glass that time, working so hard. Mata just about held on to it. Well, you're 40 to 32 up. You're in a great place, and you bring the guy on that had 21 against your opponent in the last time these two teams played in the World Cup qualifiers. Puerto Rico showing some depth. They're hanging around here. Still 3.5 to go. And Puerto Rico, remarkably, have just got stuck on 40. 12 points for Cruz on 50%. Herrera, nowhere to go, needs a pass. John Holland's the only guy that came to it. Mexico's defense has just stepped up a notch. And they recover it. Puerto Rico remain on 40. And Puerto Rico come up with it. Numbers down the floor. John Holland is fouled as he just went so aggressively.
Primera falta personal del número 14, Lorenzo Mata. Hay cambio para el equipo de Puerto Rico, entra el número 12, Jorge Brian Díaz.
Okay, Brian Díaz checks back in. John Holland has a chance to get Puerto Rico off 40 points, which he does. Holland goes 2 for 2, just. Back to an 8-point game. Offensive foul. And they are just putting themselves on the line. Offensively and defensively, this is one of the most focused Puerto Rican performances I can remember in a while. There's the clear out. I'm not sure there wasn't a blocking foul before the clear out. So
Hey, Gary se la va a dar a Jola. Quiero backpick. Oye, backpick, sube, abre y después pica el rol para que el tuyo tenga que ayudar ahí. Holland, get it up high so in case you can get him. Oye, esta es jugada mía. Te la voy a dar a Jola. Te va un backpick y te va para la esquina y AJ sube.
Buscamos dos cortinas para Paco por el medio. Cuando recibe Paco, si hay tiro, rebote ofensivo. Si no recibe, vamos abiertos y vamos a acabar pick and roll con Lorenzo. Jorge Bryan, hay que matarlo en pick and roll, hay que atacar contra él. Lo pick y cae.
Por eso, güey. Calma, güey. Vamos a ver quién. No tenemos ventaja.
No hay. Cuando jugamos con tiempo, nos acercamos. Cuando tomamos malas decisiones, corren y se alejan.
Well, there's that contingent of Mexican fans behind that Mexican bench, and it must have felt to them as though they were trying to stop a runaway train the way Puerto Rico came out in this first half, but they've almost got it back under control. It's still an 8-point margin for Puerto Rico. The numbers are just phenomenal. Puerto Rico shooting 63% from behind the arc. Mexico have come out with 54. They're playing well. It's just that Puerto Rico have just been on fire. 42-34, still 2:40 to go in the first. John Holland looks to turn the corner, fires up the quick release. Doesn't get the drop. It's still so much better when they share it. Mexico in the half court. Mendez will move it on. Got a hold as so much better for Mexico. Get it in the half court. Try and get shots you want. Francesco Cruz was fouled as he tried to come off that little staggered screen. Cruz has 12 points to himself on his own at the moment. Don't forget he carried this team with 28 in the loss in the first game between the two countries. Mendez with a tough fadeaway for two. Just held on to the finish, looks sweet. 6-point game. Valera, nice pass. Gonna share it. Okay, Brian Diaz for two. Again, when they move the ball, they're looking so effective. Early three turned down. That is how you rebound as a guard. Barrera gets contact, gets the position he wants against the bigger opponent, and then just works hard. Barrera off the screen, gets in that little gap, stops at the foul line, kicks it. Holland for three, is off. Defensive rebound, and all of a sudden gets a little bit cool in here. And Puerto Rico. If you're Casiano now, though, how long do you not want to play with Huertas? Do you want to risk that hot hand getting cold on the bench? That's an unsportsmanlike foul. Absolutely no debate. Lorenzo Mata was going up. He'll pick himself up, he'll get on with it. But there is no realistic attempt to play the basketball there at all. And John Holland made, well, this is where Puerto Rico got to maintain some control.
Hay falta personal antideportiva del número 23 de Puerto Rico, John Holland, su primera.
Mata will shoot the throws. On the wrong end of an 8-point margin, but if he makes two and they score, it could be as many as reduce it to just a 3-point lead. Makes the first. Great atmosphere. No issues about who sits next to you here. This is just about enjoying a great game of basketball. Mata goes 1-2. Mexico will have the ball. That's a great flash. Just under the foul line for 2 is good. Nice looking finish. Toscano back in the game, back on the score sheet, ticking it over. Last minute of the half. 5-point game. Gary Brown has it. Needs a pass, finds one. Pereira, quick release. Hits the front of the ring. Oh, and they just worked harder. Mexico just worked harder. Go upstairs, and they blow a 2-on-1. And Barrera says, hey, we'll take the last shot of the half. Up 5, could be as many as 8. Holland will look to attack it. Goes inside, goes strong, doesn't get the drop. And that'll do it. What a half of basketball. From the minute this game tipped, we've had intensity at the defensive end and great execution at the offensive end. Puerto Rico for a while were just lights out. They lead it at the half, 44-39. Gonna look at these stats and the score by quarter. Mexico, for all of the shooting ability shown by Puerto Rico, came back in that second quarter to close the gap to a 5-point lead. Puerto Rico cooled down a little, 50 and 54% in the 3 and the 2 respectively, which leaves us with a 44-39 margin. Huertas leads scorers with 12. Cruz matched that. 2 pretty evenly matched teams here at the moment. Huertas, 12 points. Barrera with the 3 rebounds. Barrera with 5 assists. That's a great number if you are coaching Jose Ombrella. So these highlights are just going to show you how well Puerto Rico came out. Jorge Brian Diaz was excellent. Mexico responded really well, outworking Puerto Rico. It was when they started to share the ball and when Huertas got going, Puerto Rico were just phenomenal. But the resilience of Mexico came through in that first half. So they put themselves right back in the game at halftime. We'll take a break. We'll see you in around 10 minutes. What should be a classic World Cup qualifier. We'll see you soon.
listo. A la hora de usted renovar su marquete, márcalo, fírmalo y asegúralo con el seguro obligatorio de la Cooperativa de Seguros Múltiples. El que tienes que escoger cuántos dedos tengo aquí, cuántos dedos tengo aquí. No sabes, pues ven acá, agárrame aquí. Vamos a ver si usted está listo. ¿Y cuántos piensan que Yey va a completar el donqueo sin ver? Yey, ¿está listo? ¿Está listo? Ahora da la vuelta. Deja el balón, por favor. Vamos a ver. Yey, papi, para acá. Ahí está en línea recta, Y todo el mundo con las manos. Ahí va, Yey. Oye, aplauso para Yey. Bueno, y para todos los fanáticos, recuerden que tengo nuestro exhibidor, el Crunch. Si usted está buscando un buen chocolate para compartir con sus amistades, recuerda que en el primer nivel están nuestros amigos de Crunch. También tengo nuestro exhibidor de los amigos del T-Mobile, porque el T-Mobile está con la canchita allí jugando baloncesto y regalando para todo el mundo, porque el T-Mobile tiene la red 4G LTE más rápida en todo Puerto Rico. Y si usted es de los nuestros, comparta con T-Mobile y nuestro nuevo plan de T-Mobile One. Yo soy el látigo Arnaldo Boján y disfruten del medio tiempo en esta tercera ventana de FIBA, buscando la clasificación para el Mundial 2019. En la música, DJ Joaquín Opio.
Well, welcome back to San Juan in Puerto Rico. It's a great atmosphere. When this new World Cup format came in, these are the games that people have never had the chance to see. Competitive, regular games involving their national team at home. Just look at this facility. If it's not sold out, maybe there's a few seats somewhere, but the noise is just unbelievable. And you've got to give Mexico so much credit because they were under a barrage of threes from Puerto Rico. And they just stayed with the plan, stayed with each other, worked their way back in and trailed by only 5 at the half. Both teams have players who can just step it up and be difference makers. But as we really always talk about, it's the other guys, the guys that hold that group together. Puerto Rico looked superb in that first half when they shared the basketball. Clemente did a great job keeping the energy levels high when he came off that bench. But Mexico, a lot of experience, did not get flustered when they went down double digits. Kept moving the ball and getting the ball to the people they needed to get the ball to. Set up nicely, set up superbly to decide who takes forward a winning record into the second round. Who goes through 4-2. The loser will go through 3-3 and already facing an uphill struggle to make it to China. And that's the prize, a place in the 2019 World Cup.
Okay, now we're going cuerno lado. Ricky, Jorge, vuelta en este lado. Mo, right here. Now, get.
Vamos, Jonathan se abre, balón a Jonathan, big para ti, balón interior. Okay. Vamos, México, vamos. 1, 2, 3, México.
Well, 10 guys have already scored for Puerto Rico. It's a tremendous team effort. Against the 6 guys who have scored for Mexico. Well, hopefully you've had that cup of tea. Hopefully you've had that refreshing drink because you're going to need it, because this one, you are not going to win and miss a moment. Barrera in the half court will get it back. We'll get the ball screen. Huertas is back, way short. It was always the concern. You were so hot, you're just sitting down, and that hand gets a little cold, a little tight, a little tense. Hang on. And that's a great pass. It's an absolutely super pass. And Toscano just got Barrera under the ring enough that he could just finish it on the far side. Nice little play. JJ Barrera for 3 is off. Defensive rebound. Ion gives it up. And Mexico have a nice rhythm here right at the start of this third quarter. Ion gets another touch in the block. Super drive. Toscano with the first 4 points of the second half goes to 6 personal. And we've got it back to 1. Mexico with all the momentum at the start of this second half. Puerto Rico need to get that bounce back. Sanchez wide open for 3, it's short. Well, it has to be, surely. He picked it up, tried to make it, didn't go in here with it, just landed 2 steps further away. The 3 is no good. Okay, Brian Diaz, who was the spark at the start of this game for Puerto Rico, gets the rebound. Rivera is fouled as he launches one.
Segunda falta personal del número 13, Orlando Méndez.
JJ Barrera will go to the free throw line. Only played the one World Cup qualifier so far. A 15-point night. Into the free throw line 4 times, making 3. It's 2 for 2 from the line. Ayon gets to the middle. Looks like he's doing inside out it. The 3 is gone, he's off. And both teams struggling to get that same offensive rhythm they had in that first half. Attached for 3, back here in the game, knocking down 3s. Took a 1 little cider to get him going again. Goes to 15 points, 5 from 7 from the 3-point line. Upstairs, Ayon inside. Nothing doing. Ayon gets in at the high post. Nice pass. No histrionics. Change the angle, release to the basket, pick up the 2. Oh, that's a super find by Barrera. Diaz can't get it to drop. Penetration for 2. Jorge Brian Diaz said, "This is my house." Cruz thinks he's getting a layup. Diaz helps, swats it out of bounds. One of those, it got dark all of a sudden. Toscano moves it on. Ball will stay with Mexico with 6 on the possession. Diaz comes down with a defensive rebound. JJ Barrera pushes. Huertas is short this time. Ayon, great pass. Oh, what an outlet. Oh, and 1. End to end. Do not take your eye off it for a moment. Ayon's rebound and outlet, different class. Toscano, I think he's a little shaken. He missed the pass going up, gets a blow across the face, then 1 on the back of the head. Everyone wants to accept the foul. Toscano comes back to the free throw line, chance to tie the game. Sorry, it was now 1. Obviously got hit and scored, so it's a 1-point game. Puerto Rico got to re-establish that really sharp ball movement they had in that first half. JJ Barrera And Diaz, way short, never got balance. Does a great job chasing it down. Huertas. Well, he's 1 for 4. He was 4 for 5. Ion got a whistle on the play, holding foul.
Tercera falta personal del número 44, Javier Mojica.
Mojica picks up his 3rd foul. Five on the possession. Ion's going to have to go up or throw it away. Mexico had the chance to lead for the first time in an eternity in this game. J.J. Valera fills it up from 3. And all of a sudden, they start to open out the lead again. Ion backs in. That's a nice move to the baseline. A little bit of schooling going on. J.J. Valera. Herrera for back-to-back threes is short. Mexico come down with a defensive rebound. Toscano will give it up. Herrera's in the lane before anyone else knew he was in the lane. Look up for 2 is good. Mojica gets the 2 off the Herrera assist. 5 points personal. Herrera picks it up. 4 minutes to go in the 3rd. Herrera penetrates, scoops it to Lique Sanchez is off. Well, we knew it would not be as red hot in the 2nd half, but everyone's got a little cold. J.J. Herrera picks up the personal. He's going to sit.
Segunda falta personal del número 5, José Juan Barea. Hay cambio con el equipo de Puerto Rico. Entra el número 13, Ángel Rodríguez. Y el número 24, Jean Clavé.
Toscano moves it on. And we give Ion someone to play, and he just quick release in the low block. Super, super play. 10 points personal for Ion, got them quietly. Cassiano working that sideline. That's a great trowel. That's a... Well, nothing exemplified outwork your opponent better than that play. Machado, baseline to baseline, faster than his opponent. Great lead pass. You can see him, look, there's no way. Brian Diaz is in his wake. Huertas could have done a much better job at taking away the front of the ring, but didn't. And the net result is Machado with a chance to tie this up at 54 apiece. Two for two. We've got a new ball game with 2:55 to go in the battle for second place. The winner is second in Group C. The winner takes through a 4-2 record. The loser goes to 3-3 and an uphill struggle to get into the top 3 slots in the crossover groups. Huertas wants to put it up. Soft touch in the lane, wants a foul. But Huertas epitomizes that phrase. He's a scorer on this team. He's got to score. Lead pass was read by Licky Sanchez. Chance for Puerto Rico. That's a charging foul. Well, Rodriguez made plea to the official, but the defense was there from yesterday, and he still proceeded to charge. Give it up, get it back. Give it up to look at Huertas, wide open. Huertas is naked in the corner, doesn't get a look at the basketball. And Puerto Rico, if they're going to win this game, have just got to make better decisions. Huertas tries to weave some magic. The three from the corner. Cavell's made 2 threes in this game. Well, one was a long 2. None of them easy. Right at the bottom of the shot clock, just knocks it down. Nice find by Huertas. Ion needs to find a pass, and does. Will now come and screen. Little runner is good. Francisco Cruz does what he does, which is score. Cruz with 14 points.
Segunda falta personal del número 10, Gabriel Giró. Hay cambio por el equipo de México en el número 14, Lorenzo Mata, y el número 5, Irwin Ábalo.
Ion will step out alongside Orlando Mendes.
Hay cambio por el equipo de Puerto Rico, entra el número 1, Ramón Clemente.
People in the crowd saying, don't leave Huertas out too long. Clemente, they're going to offer him the jump shot. The long 3. Oh! All of a sudden, the lid is off the ring. Clavell goes back-to-back threes, and that was deep. Timeout. A deep 3, deep in the 3rd quarter. And Clavel shows the emotion you'd expect him to show.
Y atención, 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 si usted estuvo compartiendo con nuestros amigos del
Paco, ok, estamos, giro al lado contrario. Por eso, Gustavo, Paco, Girón, Orlando. Paco recibe el balón, ok, quiero Orlando, te metes de este lado, ok, por eso pones el pick a Paco, buscamos diagonal para Gustavo, diagonal Gustavo, Lorenzo, sale después con pick.
If there's two, and we match up with the ball. ¿Está bien? Espérame. En ofensiva. Holland. Ian. 5. They're 55. We're going to use it. And if we don't have nothing, pick and roll.
Tee the fuck up. Good shit, Ricky.
Boys,
Get stops, man. Get stops.
there's nothing, and 5 sets the fin. Okay, 55.
Well, again, it's those moments after timeouts. Mexico want to come out, run what they've been asked to run by Coach Denny's. Get a good shot, get up the floor, play defense. And they'll love to go in at the start of the fourth, tied up. Hang on, inside, outside to the open three, it's good. Well, Holland looked like centre forward at the World Cup as he came on top, got a bump, went, took a dive, shall we say. Referee could have actually teched him. Here's the replay of the three that makes it a 1-point game. Mexico still with a foul to give. Five and a half seconds left at the end of the field. A 1-point game.
Entra el número 4, Diego Willis.
And that'll do it for the end of three. This one is now poised. It's set up for a fourth quarter. The prize, second in the group. A winning record for the second round. And after three, Puerto Rico have a 62-61 advantage. Well, for a game of this level, the percentage numbers are still up there. They were never going to stay at the massively impressive heights they were in the first half, but it just shows you how good both these teams can be in the context of qualification for the World Cup. Here we go then. The fourth quarter. It's a one-point game. Second place and a winning record at stake. And Puerto Rico start the quarter with a one-point advantage. Mexico start the quarter with the ball. Ion will hand it off. Wide open, they run it past, the three is gone. Oh! So many clutch threes in this game so far. Mendez puts another one down. Whistle away from the basketball. This is when the Puerto Rico need the crowd to get involved. Huertas is back. If he gets hot again, I think this game is done. At this stage, he went 4 threes in this quarter. Ion worked really well to giving it to him in the advances. Clemente's going to try and hold his space. Ion, great work on the glass. Lorenzo Mata with a putback. And Mexico with a 4-point lead. And one. That's a move. Lavelle just attacked it. And Clavel, on only 12 and a half minutes of basketball, gets into double digits. Makes it a one-point game. Orlando Mendez. High pick and roll. Mendez finds some space, lines up the three, is short. And Ricky Sanchez comes down with a defensive rebound. Clavel has it. Well, that one just had a look, decided not to go. Cruz will get it into the half court for Mexico. Whistle on the play, they're going to count that. They're going to talk about it anyway. Was it in the act of? If it's in the act of, they could count it quite easily. I don't think they're counting it. To me, he'd picked the ball up and was going to the hoop. He's on the free throw line. They are not counting the hoop, so Puerto Rico retake the lead. Got a whistle. Foul's going to be called on Angel Rodriguez. Neither team will want to get into the penalty too quickly. Ball's knocked away, it's okay. Mendes gets to the foul line, takes the foul line, jump shot for 2.
Orlando Mendes.
All right, Rodriguez just blows the layup. Ion, nice pass. And they can't complete the play. It's a blocking foul.
Cuarta falta personal del número 14, Lorenzo Mata. Hay cambio por el equipo de México entre el número 9, Francisco.
Mata picks up his 4th foul. Mexico just have a single point advantage. De Barrera checks back in.
Hay cambio por el equipo de Puerto Rico, entra el número 12, Jorge Brian Díaz.
End-line possession for Puerto Rico. Same play where Diaz just dived into the gap. Defense has reacted, taking away the quick option. No words necessary. Clavel goes to 14 points, 3 for 4 from the 3. He doesn't make easy ones. He doesn't even take easy ones. Ion trying to work to the middle, goes up in the lane. Tough shot. 6:30 to go in the 4th. JJ Barrera will hand it off. Puerto Rico in that little weave action. Now will take the ball screen. I'll turn it down. Lines up the 3. Oh my word, Clavel does it again. Gilberto Clavel. Mexico having picked themselves up in the first half are under an absolute barrage of 3s in the 4th. Scano finds Ion. Cruz tries to turn the corner, gets his feet set, lines it up, knocks it down. 2-point game, and Cruz goes to 17 personal. It's a blocking foul. Mata will sit.
Hay cambio por el equipo de Puerto Rico. Entra el número 11, Ricky Sánchez.
Ricky Sanchez back in, guarded by Machado. JJ Barrera will take the Clemente screen. Clemente blows the layup. Well, he got the high percentage shot. Cruz has it. Will take Ion's screen. Gets it to Ion. Looks like he's going down the middle. Kicks it. Extra pass for three. Is off. Great work on the glass. Tremendous work on the glass. Machado gets it back. 10 seconds on the possession. Halfway through the fourth. 2-point game. 4 on the possession. Got to go up. Nowhere to go. Whistle on the play. Out of bounds. Clavel is in a different place. (73-71). 5 to go in the fourth. And one. Barrera on the penetration, kisses the glass. Takes the bump, goes to 9 personal. Has the chance to get into double digits. Little hesitation, freezes the defense, takes the contact and finishes the play. JJ Barrera getting it done for Puerto Rico. Chance to make it a 5-point lead. Can't complete the 3-point play. Mexico trail 4 with the basketball. Toscano feeds Ion. And there was never, ever a pass there. The help side was right there.
Tercera falta personal del número 24, Jean Clavel.
Little floated for 2 is no good. Sanchez with a rebound. And JJ Barrera wants, and when he normally wants it, he gets it. 4:20 to go in the fourth. Puerto Rico with the 4-point lead. Barrera going up. Nice pass. Clemente! Throws it down in the lane. And every man, woman, child in the gym is on their feet. 77-71. Mexico timeout. Can they get off the floor one more time? So much resilience in this game so far that they have it left right now.
Any pick, Toscano, hey, puñeta, escucha. Any pick that he does, he's gonna get the suck gun because it's Toscano. Now, el grande, métete por si acaso y get a back goal. ¿Está bien? Mucho. Got it? Yeah, push him up, push him up. Hey, go 5 side. 5 side. Keep it up, because when we move, hand off. Keep moving the ball. Because when we move, they can't hand. Let's go. Space it up.
Y prepárate con el defense.
So Mexico will advance the basketball. Orlando Mendez gets him into the half court. Plenty of time left here. Just a 2-possession game. 4 minutes left on the clock. Cruz.
Francisco Cruz
Does what he does. It's tough move. 19 points personal. JJ Barrera. Oh! Went upstairs for the alley-oop, but Clemente obliged and throws it down. When Puerto Rico share the basketball, they are such a good team. JJ Barrera just orchestrating the last few minutes of this game. Ball's knocked away, will belong to Mexico. The floor wipers are in. That'll give us a chance to catch our breath. Everywhere you look on that Puerto Rico bench, someone has had a great moment. Clavel has 4 from 5 from the three-point line. Overall field goal percentage 6 from 8. 6-point game, 2-possession game, 3:21. Mendez throws it to the wing. The three is gone. He's long. And Barrera not only does what he does at the offensive end, comes down with a defensive rebound. Huertas, they're in this little weave action again. Barrera, Clemente. Oh, Clemente's had 6 in a row. He had to manufacture that one for himself. But 6 in a row for Clemente. Mexico, for the first time, look a little ragged. And Licky Sanchez comes down with it. Barrera. They're going to spread it. Clemente comes high. Barrera is off. Still there for Mexico. Nice pass, they can't get the 2. Barrera spreads it out. Clemente with a ball screen. Sanchez is long with the 3. We've got a whistle on the play. They've got to tech him. They have to tech him. They have to tech him. I don't know why they complain. Total visual dissent. Referees have to do it. There's no way a player can run down the floor in that way. They don't need to continue. They do not need to do this. They're in an 8-point lead. Huertas lost control for a split second. Sometimes that's all it takes. 1:32 to go. Puerto Rico still in the driving seat. Still have this game under their own control.
La tercera falta personal del número 33 de Puerto Rico, David Huertas. Y hay falta técnica al número 33 de Puerto Rico, David Huertas. Su cuarta
Huertas orchestrating. He's been orchestrating this crowd since he made those threes in the first half. Puerto Rico want to go to a World Cup. Of course, you're going to get excited. Mexico simply have to make. Crowd loving it. National team basketball, unique in the way it brings crowd into the game. Toscano on the free throw line. These will be the 2 shots for them. Loose ball foul. Now they'll shoot the technical. 132 is an eternity. Cruz. So they get a 7-point game. And they go 0 for 3 from the line against an absolute crescendo of noise here. Three-possession game for Mexico. And I don't understand Puerto Rico here. They just have to retain their control. A reaching foul outside the three-point line. If Mexico had made their 3 throws, this could make it a 1-possession game. Gustavo Ion on the 3-throw line. That's an 0 for 4 end to the game from the free throw line from Mexico. JJ Barrera will advance the basketball, 1:20 to go. It's all about Puerto Rico. They've just got to manage the last minute of this game. Clemente, the pick and roll has just killed Mexico as this game develops. Foul on the play. JJ Barrera will go to the free throw line.
Cuarta falta personal del número 10, Gabriel Girón.
Well, Barrera's caught them this free throw problem. That's 0 for 6 in the last 30 seconds of this game. And Barrera can't make the free throw either. Still hope. Still hope here for Mexico. Ion down the middle. Pass goes off the feet. Off the feet of the defense. Mexico will get it. They just get it in, get it up, tick the scoreboard over, give themselves a chance here. 55 seconds. And that's one way of doing it. Puerto Rico will take the timeout. 13 points personal for Gustavo Ion. Eddie Casiano takes the timeout. Puerto Rico lead it by 5. We're in the last minute. It's a 2-possession game.
Hey, Ramón. Hey, Gian, JJ, Vuelta, Ricky. Okay, listen. Ricky, te va, vuelta, va. No te vayas tan abajo por si acaso tienes que
se quedan aquí, Orlando aquí. En llegada directo. Si hay que usar foul, Clemente el foul. ¡Ey, vamos!
Y ahora, como el Coliseo.
Well, the equation quite simple for Mexico. It's a two-possession game. Stopping the score, which is not beyond them at all.
Hay cambio para el equipo de Puerto Rico. Entra el número 44.
Oh, Clemente, how big were those 6 points in a row? Only cut, checks back in. Lotas. Trying to manage the time here. Barrera has it. No one else, I don't think, is going to touch this. Just blows past. Toscano. Goes to 11 points personal. He has a double-double on the night. 11 points, 11 assists. He has managed this team superbly tonight. Mexico, last throw of the dice.
Juan aquí, Girón aquí. Juan pone pick y te queda. Okay. Aquí. Ok, saca Gustavo. Juan aquí, Orlando. Paco y Girón. Vamos. Juan a Orlando. Paco, pones tú el pick a Orlando y flare de Gustavo. Gustavo el flare a Paco. Ok. Juan, pick y te queda.
We can switch from 1 to 4. When I young, you guys can switch when I young. Okay? Hey, don't jump, stay on the floor, box out.
Nothing
Puñeta,
easy, no in
un
one.
rebote, one fucking rebound. One fucking rebound.
Let's go.
Yeah, vamos.
Again, apologies if you're offended by the language. But in the heat of these moments, people sometimes forget where they are. But Cassiano's absolutely right. One rebound. That's all they probably need to win this, is one rebound. Mexico, it's a three-possession game. Need to get it, score early. The three is gone. Oh! When you thought it was over, Francisco Cruz says, hey, it ain't done. It ain't done by any means. He knocks down the three. It's a 4-point game with 28.5. We're walking the floor. Cruz from deep makes the three. And then Barrera's fouled straight away. AJ Barrera, who went 0 for 2 on his last trip to the free throw line. If he makes two, it's a two-possession game. Barrera makes the first 5-point game. Making both still makes it a two-possession game. Giron. They just chase him off the three-point line. They'll take the two. And there is that rebound. Licky Sanchez is the man who comes up with that rebound that Coach Cassiano wanted. He's going to walk the floor. He has the chance to ice the game. This has been a big-time performance by Puerto Rico if they can get through this and get the win.
Hay cambio con el equipo de México, entra el número 11, Jonathan Machado.
Just misses the first 13.6 seconds. Stranger things have happened. If he makes this, you would think it'd be no worse than overtime if Mexico get the 3 and a steal. Doesn't make either. Mexico with not a lot of time. Cruz for 3. He's way short. There's the other rebound. Throw it long. And there it is. Puerto Rico will go through to the second round of the FIBA World Cup with a 4-2 record and a real chance to progress to China in 2019. That is a hell of a game of basketball. And then there's the confirmation. Puerto Rico get the win, 84-79. Both teams progress, but Puerto Rico will go second and Mexico will progress as the third place team. What a night in San Juan. What a performance. Casiano does it again with Puerto Rico. Second place in the group, 84-79. Wow, what a night for these fans. What a night for those players. What a night for the World Cup. DJ Barrera back for the 2 games in this third window. Just steered the ship home. Here are the stats. The only ones that matter is 84 and 79, but 51% for Puerto Rico from 2, 45 from 3. Struggled from the free throw line down the stretch in particular. But they won't worry about that right now. Clavel led all scorers with 17 with Huertas for Puerto Rico. Cruz was superb for Mexico. Clavel was 17, Diaz with 8. Barrera had a double-double, 11 and 11, 11 assists, 11 points. Ayan, 15 rebounds, 8 assists. It's a great night at the office. Just a great game of World Cup basketball. Puerto Rico get an 84-79 win over Mexico. That's been a privilege. Well, these highlights are going to show you what a tremendous performance. Both teams played great. But Puerto Rico at home in front of this tremendous crowd in San Juan just did enough. Great start. They shot the ball superbly well. It took 29 three-pointers across the game, making 45, nearly 45%. Mexico dominated on the glass. Mexico turned it over 15 times. Puerto Rico, on a game at this level with that intensity, just retained the ball superbly. 6 turnovers for Puerto Rico. Did a marvelous job. That's worth the admission. That was a tremendous game of basketball. We're going to leave you with these highlights and say goodnight to you from San Juan in Puerto Rico. If you're in the group that crosses over, you are going to face a battle when you come to this gym. But that's for September. That's when the next stage of the World Cup starts. There's still games tomorrow around the world. Check those out. But that's been a tremendous game of basketball here in San Juan. Been a privilege. And for now, we'll say goodnight, and we'll see you soon with more World Cup basketball.